Sorry about listening to that bullshit.
No more cause, you know only I do. It's a routine that you go through. That's how I know that you're not true. Rip a page from my book. Take whatever you want, but just don't look. Nothing has changed, it's all the same. It's a routine that I go through.
I think that the thing that's difficult with people who have a bit of drive and aspiration for things is that there's always a bigger fish. And the music industry is like the fucking Billingsgate fish market, do you know what I mean? It's like
Fish right?
fucking big one. No. We're under the mezzanine in fashion, but not that. This sounds really depressing, but we've spoken about this in the pub. But the moment you know when you're like kind of done something, you're like, oh, this is definitely not like a hobby thing, is that when you watch other music documentaries, like you were saying you watch Supersonic, and you're like, yeah, I fucking know most of those places. And yeah, we don't have the accolades to go with it. You can't like, oh yeah, we're not fucking around, you know.
It's all the moments of clarity.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. We had almost quit in 2012. And we actually get signed in South by, not at home. After doing loads of shows.
We go all the way to Texas
Fuck it,
to get signed by
all
You do love Slow.
Yeah, they're fucking great, yeah, they are. It looks after us. You know, you talk about like when a band goes from like living in Little Bourne in a fucking one house and then fucking doing loads of touring and like no jobs, just fucking trying to make it happen. They looked after us so much.
Got on a couple of these small shows,
Yeah, like
and you never know who's going to be there.
Like at South Pole, we had a fuck off like whole night with Raw Blood.
And Daniel Bedingfield.
And Daniel Bedingfield was out.
I remember actually talking about Slaves earlier, bumping into them, and they were like coming between two shows. Oh, fucking knackered. We've already done 4. We've got another 6 to go. We're like, oh man, yeah, tell us about it. Yeah. We did like 3 shows and just got pissed the whole week, but it was brilliant.
When we were going there, you were talking about Florence and the Machine and La Rue was the big thing. So like to play heavy music was sort of like us and Royal Blood and Slaves. We were at the same time making heavier stuff, and it's kind of like that was definitely whoever's picked these bands up was like kind of ahead of the curve a bit.
We sometimes have a bit of a joke that we almost were so stubborn as a band, we like outlived so many other bands. But obviously every band in the world, when they're making their way to it, all do jobs around it, making work and stuff. But can't really imagine not doing it. I think we've all been doing it longer than we haven't.
I got home and I still was just keeping all my socks in a little fruit box under the bed because I was so used to just grabbing like handfuls of them, sticking them in a bag and going. The transition back to a drawer was heavy.
Kevin Parker quotes and it's like, why do you enjoy touring so much? It's like, it's because you just never have to grow up.
Yeah.
It kind of is that. It actually is that. You just keep doing it. Yeah, it's fun and you just never have to really grow up.
Even though you played massive place on the stage, it was obviously amazing, but we first played, for me, Brixton Academy with the Cult. Yeah. I was literally running behind the backdrop and he's got to run. Yeah. Anyway. Nice getting out there and actually playing it and people being able to hear it, because it's always weird playing new stuff and you're never quite sure how it's going to go down and stuff.
It's really satisfying when you play it and no one knows it and they fucking love it, because like, oh, you like this without even knowing it. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like playing like a whole set of material where like people actually know the music.
You've done some pretty, to be fair, like for a group that's right now sitting in under a mezzanine, you've done some very, very rock and roll things.
Yeah, it's like, and hopefully there'll be more of it to come. We've applied ourselves for a long time, we've been really lucky.
It's been nice to get out the other end of all this craziness, so we can start playing again.